So what is a simple pullback trading strategy that you can use in the stock market to profit in the mid to long term? Hey guys, Joey here, top tier reminds trader in Phillips Securities, and in this video we'll be talking about this simple strategy yet powerful that you can use, especially if a stock is in an uptrend, and that's where you want to position yourself at the right zones. And we can position ourselves in what we call the pullback zones, or zones whereby we have found some support and the upside reward is much higher. So let me give you an example. We look at the diagram, of course, we look at the case study in a bit to see where are the areas you could potentially get in to write more upside and profit in the stock market. If you're looking to buy a stock, it is better if you are looking to buy a stock that is in an uptrend, or at least there are signs of the uptrend just starting to form. Does it make sense? Because it is harder to get wrong if a stock is in an uptrend, and if a stock were to pull back in an uptrend, there's a higher probability of this stock pushing higher. All right, so let me just go to show this diagram right over here. And in reality, all right, a stock would not go up like every single day, like, just pump up and pump up, like, super fast. If it does happen, you want to be careful, because that is where there are no supports being found as it moves up. So when it crashes, it can, come down very fast and retrace back down really fast. So you want to avoid stocks like this. And what we want to go and focus on are stocks that are showing what we call consolidation as it moves up. And while it is consolidating, that is where we can use this pullback trading strategy. So how it works like that, right? So a stock will move up like this, right? Consolidate, you move up, you consolidate, and you move up. All right, so this is pretty much how most stocks, or some of the good uptrending stock, can move like this, right? And that is good because we don't want a stock to go like this, because if it, as I mentioned, right, if it goes like this, it can be really dangerous. We want a stock to go like this because that is where it's a more gentle uptrend. It takes a little bit longer, but at least it is safer, it's more defensive, and we find what we call higher support. So how do we use this pullback strategy? So a pullback strategy would mean that each time a stock were to pull back, like for example, let me just go to highlight for you. You can see that a stock will not go up every single day. So as it pulls back right over here, you can see we pull back, we pull back, we pull back. We find what we call a support level. So this is what we call a support level right here, and it was actually a resistance level. So it was like kind of like a resistance level over here, whereby it came down. And when we break a resistance level, that is where a stock, especially in an uptrend, has the potential to push higher. And when it pushes higher, you can see that this support would now become what we call, this resistance would become what we call a support level right over here, right over here. And now, as it pushes up, the support actually gets higher. So previously, the support was actually lower. So it's gone from here to here. Does it make sense? And when we found a higher support, that is where this pullback strategy comes into play. We can get in on pullback. So when it consolidates right here, over here, that would be the first zone. And as it moves up again and pushes to a new high, all right, we can have the retracement or the pullback zone coming back again, right over here, as it dips back to near the spot, so that we can ride any rebound. All right, and in an uptrend, this support would most likely hold. So we might consolidate a little bit again. We might find a little bit of a resistance, but you can see right over here, as we break this resistance level, the uptrend actually continues. And when it continues, same thing, it will not just go up very quickly. We might see a bit of consolidation along the way, and that is where this pullback trading strategy can work as well. So when you break a resistance, same thing, we get a new support level. And that is where we got this new zone again, which is higher. So you can see that as we move forward in uptrend, this pullback zone actually gets higher and higher. And that's where you can time your entry on dips to catch any rebound, all right, and for it to push or break a resistance to push even higher. All right, so we have another resistance right here again, and you can see it breaks the resistance like what we see over here, and we got a new support level. You can see this support gets higher, it gets higher, and it gets higher along the way. So those are what we call signs of an uptrend. So we want to think about using this pullback strategy near a support level, right? Near a zone or a price level whereby buyers are coming back. We're seeing a bit of bargain hunting, and more importantly, the trend is up. The trend is up in the long term, in the short term. Trend indicators are all pointing up. There will be a video for another time whereby we look at trend, but essentially when we look at just prices alone, we want to see good support being found at higher levels. It just shows that buyers are prepared to come in to buy as at higher prices, right? So it didn't like go back down to the previous low. It just went down a little bit and buyers came up and it pushes back up. So As it moves forward, the support gets higher, buyers are prepared to buy at higher prices. That are all signs of what we call a very good uptrend. All right, so that's pretty much in a nutshell what we want to do, and this is pretty much what this pullback trading strategy is. So let me take a look at a few examples and share with you in a real life case studies, what are some of those zones whereby we can actually use this pullback trading strategy. So let's take a look at this live case study as to how we use this pullback trading strategy. Where do we want to time our entry to get in, all right? And this stock right over here is called Sembcorp Ind, one of those really strong uptrending stocks that I covered since last year. It's been pushing higher. In fact, I think now it is pushing higher, and there are many chances of using this pullback trading strategy along the past 1 to 2 years, right? So let's go to explain to you right now on how and when to actually use this pullback trading strategy, right? So as I mentioned, right, we want to gauge where are the supports that have been found as the stock moves higher in an uptrend. So in this case, it has been in an uptrend. You can see that the moving averages are all pointing up, the trend indicators are all pointing up. So these are stocks that we definitely want to focus on. But at which areas? That's where we want to draw what we call the support and the resistance levels. Let me just draw it for you very quickly, or I'll just put it in black and color before I show you, so you can see that this is a resistance level. We might have got a support level here again. All right, and another one over here. So let me just go ahead to draw it first before I explain to you. And definitely one over here and one over here. So let's see where could be the zones, right? The zones whereby a pullback actually happened, and that's where you can time your entry. So this is Sembcorp Ind. So you can see that since the beginning of 2023, right, we got this major resistance level right over here. So this was a major resistance, I would say, around that $3.50 level. It was a resistance, we were trading below it, but when it broke the $3.50, let me just put this in green color. So when it broke the 350, all right, that could be signs of the uptrend actually continuing further to a higher phase, all right, because there are already signs of the uptrend. So that's what we call a breakout. That would be for another video. But what happens after a breakout? As I mentioned, a stock would not just push up really quickly like what we see over here, like breaks out. I mean, sometimes it does happen, but if it happens too fast, you want to be careful as well, because that's where it can just reverse very quickly. There are no supports being found, right? But if it pushes up and it breaks a key resistance level like over here, all right, and we see a pullback, we see a bit of a consolidation, all right, that would be a good thing. That gives us a chance to ride the stock in case you have not got in previously, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now, right? So we broke a resistance like what we see over here. We broke the 350, and you can see that it did not just go up to like $4 or $5 within like 1 or 2 weeks, right? It went up a little bit to around that $3.80, about a 30 cents upside, which is pretty okay, right? In terms of like 1 week upside, that's pretty okay. But then we saw what we call sellers coming back, and it started to consolidate. And we got this pullback zone right over here, right? This is what we call a support level. You can see that this $3.50, then, right, when it broke above, it was a resistance, and now that resistance has turned into what we call support, right? So it pushes up to 380. You can see it retraces back down over here, and it is above that 350 level. I think it went to a low of about 354, right? 354, right, near that pullback zone, and the rebound actually happened in an uptrend. That's where it started to push up, and you can see we started to break that resistance level. All right, that will be like a breakout. We'll cover that in another video. But as it breaks the resistance, it started to push higher. But same thing, as it pushes higher, it goes up, and after a while, it could be a week or 2 or 3 weeks, that is where selling can come back again, and that's where sellers might want to take some profit, and which is healthy, by the way, because when you take some profit, you can see a bit of a pullback, and it allows you to actually time your entry to get in again on dips if you have not rode it previously, or if you have not got in on the previous pullback zone near that support level. All right, so you started to push up, and same thing here. We got what we see, another zone, right? This pullback zone, you can see, started to consolidate right over here from like, it broke the 380, it went all the way to like 420, and we started to consolidate right over here, all right, in this range for like about 420 to 440. So that is like a 20 cents range. Previously, it was like a 30 cents range. Now we got a 20 cents consolidation range after pushing up for like about two weeks, right? Push up for about 2 weeks, and then we consolidate, and that gives you an opportunity, all right, to gauge where is that zone, that pullback zone. Let me just draw it for you again. Right over here, the zone has shifted to right over here, just near that $4.20 level. You can see, so it went down a little bit to like 421, 423, 425, and that is where the support is holding. It rebounds quite a couple of times from it, and eventually you can see we broke this resistance level to $4.40 and started to push high. There's a breakout, right? That is where it can really start to move up fast. But as it moves up fast, it's a little bit more aggressive to time your entry to get in on there. But I think there could be some really good gains if you time your entry on the breakout. But that'll be for another video. Alright, we'll cover that in the end. But the more, I would say, higher reward to risk, or the less aggressive way would be that pullback trading strategy, as it pulls back to a very, very important support level that gets higher. All right, so back to Sembcorp Industry. So we broke the 440, it started to push all the way up. All right, up, and yeah, there were a little bit of a consolidation here. You can see around the 480, about a week or so. So yeah, that could be what we call that where the pullback zone is as well. You can see it's consolidates over here, 1 week here, 1 week here. All right, and it started to break and push higher again. All right, and then let's take a look at over the past few months since like June. You can see that we found this really strong support, and that would be the psychological $5 level. $5 is like a psychological level, like $1, $10, $2. These are what we call psychological levels, and we give a little bit more weight to it. And true enough, we went up all the way to like 580, which obviously is a resistance level right here. Let me just put it in red in color. You can see it's a resistance, we neared it, and we came back down. And as we retrace back down, do we like retrace all the way down, or what happened, right? Well, we retrace back down to the same psychological $5 level, right? So let me go to find out where is that zone again, that pullback zone, whereby you can time your entry now. That is, it is back into what we call a consolidation. So we can just drag this all the way up. So we went from here to here to here, and now that $5 zone in terms of the pullback trading strategy is right over here. So anything like near $5, you can see we started to rebound from it. We got quite a few good bullish candle rebound. We neared it, rebound. So from 520 to 530, $5 somewhere around here in this range. That is back to that very attractive pullback zone, whereby you can time your entry to catch the rebound, right? To catch the rebound, you see as it started to rebound from here, rebound, right? Couple of touches, rebounds as it kind of like approaches the $5.80, and that's where selling came back. But yeah, right now you can see that we are actually attempting to break that 580 resistance level. So it's now like $5.96. So it looks pretty good, right? It's pretty much like what is happening right then as you consolidate. You can see as we broke the 440, started to push up, consolidate, push up, consolidate. And now after consolidating for like more than 2 months, we are breaking this $5.80. As I say, this is more like a breakout trading strategy. It's a bit more aggressive, but there could really be more upside as we're doing this video right now, maybe to like $6.50 or $7. And we might see that consolidation, that whole, pullback happening again, which gives you an opportunity, all right, to get in on dips, or if it does pull back. So right now, now that we are breaking, let me just go to see if we can predict the future, all right? But now that it breaks the 580, we might continue to push up a little bit, and then we might see a consolidation again. Same thing like what we saw over here. It might be 1 week, might be 2 weeks, and then we might start to consolidate and push higher and consolidate again. Does it make sense, guys? So it will not just go up, like pump, and just goes up from like $5.90 to $6, and it just move up like that. That would be really scary. And from this stock, Sembcorp Industry, you can see that in terms of the consolidation, it's about like 20 cents to 30 cents. So each time it moves up, like by 20-30 cents, sellers are starting to come back up, and that's where you could also lock in some profits, or maybe take steps to protect your profits by raising your stop loss, and then try to get in on dips again, and then ride the uptrend and really maximize your profits again. Alright, so this is Sembcorp Industry, one of those stocks that we like, alright, and want to share with you guys in terms of how we can use this pullback trading strategy, alright. So you can see if it pushes higher, it retraces back down, it finds a new higher support, and that's where you can think about getting in again, alright, to really ride the uptrend. So yes, this is a simple yet powerful pullback trading strategy that you can use, especially if you're a beginner, you want to focus on zones like this. But if I talk about a pullback zone whereby the reward to risk is much higher, especially if you use it in an uptrend, there is a higher probability of getting in right than you to use it in a downtrend. Does it make sense? Alright, so I hope you like this video, guys. If you like this video, go ahead to give me a like. That will really help out the YouTube channel, and smash the subscribe button as well, so that you will not miss out on videos like this that we try to do weekly as well, right? So Joey here, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to find out a little bit more on the entire strategy and how we have a system to utilize this strategy or even other strategies, how we have a system to guide us on entry and exit, and also pull out winning stocks like this for us, right? You can attend one of the free webinars that we're still running, or you click on the link below this video. Around this video, I'll place the link right there. Attend a free web class or web master class to learn a bit more, right? I'll share with you a little bit more on my one good trend strategy and how this pullback strategy actually fits in, and if we look at it in totality. All right, so Joey here, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.